I'm Cape Joel, and you're watching Comic 2 Cents, the show where I share my thoughts and feelings on everything related to the world of superheroes and comic books. And on today's show, we have a doozy of a topic: DC Rebirth. DC Comics' big relaunching, reinvigorating, renumbered, but don't you dare call it a reboot, rollout.
I guess I should start things off by giving credit where credit is due. Instead of a boring old press release to hype up this newest endeavor, they got Geoff Johns to sit down and record an actual video, as to leave little to no room for interpretation. Now, that being said, that certainly won't stop me or anyone else for that matter for reading a ton into this news. Like, for one, let's look at the silhouettes that accompanied the newest video. We have the Flash front and center, or maybe it's Kid Flash. Fans have been loud and clear how they want red-headed Wally back, and perhaps now DC is ready to give them what they want. In the video, Geoff Johns hammered home the importance of the Flash when it came to the many world-resetting crises and events of the DC world. We also have Supergirl, who's doing pretty decent on TV right now and has her own digital comic, but no actual main universe one. Then there's Superboy. Obviously there's a lot of emphasis being put on the Super family, and we'll talk a bit about that more when we get into titles. And Archer, who is either Roy Harper, back again as Red Arrow, Earth 2 Red Arrow, or maybe even Connor Hawke, back again as a new Green Arrow. And lastly, there's also a woman who is no doubt Jessie Cruz, aka Power Ring, yet again another Geoff Johns created character, so it only makes sense to see her here. This is of course all speculation. On to the things we know for sure. As of issue 50, Johns is done with Justice League. What else do those characters have in common that I just mentioned? Well, most of them are legacy heroes, legacy being another thing John mentioned a lot in this video, saying that a sense of legacy got lost with the new 52, and yeah, I don't think you'd find a single fan who would disagree with you on that account. Now, Geoff Johns has said both in this video and in new interviews that Rebirth, the line, will hope to accomplish what he did in Green Lantern and Flash Rebirth, basically books that didn't upend continuity but brought back things everyone liked, maybe even things new fans have never seen before. What caught my eye is that in a particular interview he talked about the success being had with Batman and Robin Eternal when it came to bringing back beloved Batman characters like Cassandra Cain and even Azrael, while at the same time weaving a much bigger, better story. Johns also mentioned how he sat down with all the different creative teams and tried to get to the heart of what made people love these characters in the comics so much, free from any TV or movie interference. A noble goal, but one I personally feel they won't stick to their guns to for very long. I mean, people didn't like how the movies affected the looks and actions of Green Arrow and Aquaman, not because they were connected to things outside the comics, but because they were just poorly written bad stories that ignored everything that preceded them. If they had been great, people would have kept reading them regardless of where the inspiration came from. But again, I'm here to talk about what we know for sure about DC Rebirth and what it means for you. What we do know is that after issue 52 of all the big comics, everything's going to go back to issue 1, except for Action Comics and Detective Comics. They go back to their original numbering, meaning these books have a chance to hit issue number 1000, which definitely, if respecting the legacy is the new thing at DC, that's a pretty good place to start. All the renumbered issues will also be getting Rebirth specials, and Geoff Johns himself will personally be penning an 80-page giant to get fans up to speed on everything that's happened in the new Rebirth. One thing you'll notice when looking at all the different titles for this DC Rebirth line, they've scaled things back considerably. Everything that was part of DCU is gone. No more Midnighter, no more Black Canary, no more Starfire. But there's new stuff to look forward to as well. There's Titans, which is no doubt a spin-off continuation of the very popular Titans Hunt. Nightwing will be returning, as will Birds of Prey, of course not on their own. It's now called Batgirl and the Birds of Prey. Longtime fan favorite Blue Beetle gets a second kick of the can in a brand new solo series, and Trinity is going to be replacing Batman, Superman, and Superman Wonder Woman. Red Hood and Arsenal goes back to being Red Hood and the Outlaws. I really hope Starfire doesn't rejoin this team. In fact, I hope Roy Harper and Starfire get to go join the new Titans team, Cyborg as well, but you know, that might just be a pipe dream. Earth 2 Society goes back to just being called Earth 2, and New Suicide Squad goes back to just being called Suicide Squad. There's also a number of new Superman titles, including Superwoman and Super Sons. No idea what those could possibly be. Another important thing of note to mention is that all the big titles are going twice a month now, no doubt to help compete with Marvel's new bi-monthly schedule. These new comics will run you only $2.99, but as you have to buy some of these books twice now, well, you do the math. Sadly, no new writing teams have been announced for these new books, but they have to the summer to sort all that out.
So yeah, that's everything we know about DC Rebirth right now, and as with most of these big rollouts, there's some stuff I like, some stuff I'm skeptical about. I'd really like to hear some more about the writing teams, and you can bet once that information becomes apparent, I'm going to be back again to talk about this more. I hope you learned a little something from the video, I hope you liked it. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, do all that other social network jazz. If there's also another topic you'd like to see me cover on Comic 2 Cents in the future, please don't be shy to let me know in the comment section down below. And until next time, everyone, Cape Joel out.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Joel.